quick announcements here, and then I'll introduce our speakers. So, thank you all for being here to celebrate the library's 90th birthday. We're pretty excited about this. 1935, March 14th, actually Pi Day was the library's birthday, but we wanted to celebrate big time on Saturday because we thought more people could be here. So we want to tell you about a couple things that are going on related to the birthday. We decided to launch a search for a mascot for the library. So if you have an idea of what would make a cool mascot for the library, there's a little form you can fill out. There's also an online form on our webpage. We have some inspirational things over by the mascot form, by the info desk over there. This is if you give a mouse a cookie. And if you don't know that story, Jennifer can tell you the rest of it, but the mouse will keep asking for more things. That's what happens. We also are going to have prize drawings for cool things from the Friends. There are tote bags. There are cool stickers that you can put on your laptops or your water bottles or whatever. So these are the forms that you fill out for the prizes. And then, if you are so moved, and we would love it if you were, we are collecting things that people love about the library. And these little forms are around, and we have pens. There's also a link to a form on our webpage too, if you don't have the time or you want to go home and get like really inspired. Feel free to do that. Or you can take one of these home and fill it out and drop it back off. And we'll share some of these on our webpage. And you'll hear a little bit of those from the president of our board, Larry Biederman. We also have a member of our city council, Josh Kofflin, and they are going to do some official remarks for us. So I will hand it off.
Thank you so much. Hi, I'm Larry Biederman. I'm the president of the board of trustees of the Milan Public Library. Imagine 90 years ago, to try to think back 90 years ago, how did the community even hear about the library? I mean, there was no TikTok, no Facebook. You know, was it like radio announcements? You know, I kind of wonder. I mean, how did the library staff even order books without Amazon Prime, right? Instead of getting help with preparing and emailing a resume, were people coming in to find a book on what, like preparing typewriters? I don't know how it worked back then. So I'm guessing the options were limited back then. But today we have something for everyone. We have books, of course, DVDs, jigsaw puzzles, a bubble machine that you can borrow, ice cream maker that you can borrow, events and activities galore, old and young and in between. Any religion or lack of religion, we have something for you. Democrat, Republican, neither or both. Male, female, neither or both. We have something for you, and the list goes on. We have something for everyone here, and that's our goal. But you don't need to listen to me. Some patrons have put together some really wonderful thoughts about the library, and I want to repeat some of them. I like books and games. The great resource and community partner, the heart of Milan. I love my library because I can read all the Dogman books, and we were just talking about Captain Underpants earlier, which were very much top choices for my son years ago. Thank you for making reading and watching fun. Love my library. Thank you for all you do. I love that you're doing summer reading programs for adults too. Nostalgic of my childhood summer. So adult reading programs and child reading programs. Full of potential, adventures, friends, provoking, ideas, hopes, thought, colorful book covers, colorful decor. Really all sorts of impressive things that are always happening here at the library. So we talked about like singing happy birthday. So I don't sing very well, but I'm gonna start us all off and then eventually we'll all come together, right? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Milan Public Library. Happy birthday to you. Thank you so much. Over to you. Go ahead. Thank
Cool.
you.
I moved in Milan in March of 2000. The library was one of my first destinations here. So this is my 25th year coming here, so cheers. I'm part of the city. I'm going to read a proclamation for everybody. So, whereas the Milan Public Library was founded and opened in a reading room in March of 1935, and where Milan residents seek to support special libraries and then thus finding the public library for resources, the library since 1935 has been serving the community for Milan to gather information, entertain our needs, improve quality of life, and be a community center for learning, communications, culture, enjoyment, whereas we create better citizens, enable individuals, make informed decisions, learn about our self-governance, and promoting unrestricted access to information. Thus, by serving the community centers for lifelong learning, and whereas we serve the public to make a better place to live, therefore, since Ed Kohler couldn't be here, I, Ed Kohler, and the City Council proclaim March 15th, whereas the library's 100th birthday we celebrate, encourage all residents to come and support all activities and commemorate the 90th birthday. We're going to be 110 years, so we're going to get there too as well. So cheers. So
Thank you.
I do want to forward to Debbie Dingell's office. We're going to do a special. I'll forward it over to Cal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, all. I am Cal Kirchen. I'm with Congresswoman Dingell's office, and our friend Josh Kofflin shot me a text and said, "Hey, let's celebrate the 90th anniversary." So we do something special in our office. We are able to put something into the congressional record. Some of you may have watched C-SPAN and heard a congressperson say, "Mr. Speaker, I rise, and please rise with me," and all of this. So I'm going to go ahead and read that, and you guys are being immortalized into the Library of Congress. So it hasn't made its way into the pro forma yet, so don't go and Google search it just yet, but give it a week or so, and I think it should be in there.
Very cool.
So I'm going to go ahead and do it here. So, and just whoever made this deserves a raise, by the way. Mr. Speaker, I rise to recognize the Milan Public Library on the occasion of its 90th anniversary. Public institutions such as the Milan Public Library encourage freedom of thought and expression and are a bedrock of civil society. The invaluable contribution the library has made to the greater Milan area is worthy of commendation. The Milan Free Library, officially opened its doors in 1935 on the second floor of the Milan Fire Station. The same year, Henry Ford representatives reached out to the village of Milan to establish Ford Industries, a decision that would have a reverberating impact on the village and later the Milan Free Library. By 1946, Ford's operation was shuttered, resulting in the purchase of the property by the village of Milan for $45,000. Hefty sum at the time. Initially used as a makeshift police station, the east half of the Ford powerhouse became the new location for the Milan Free Library sometime between 1949 and 1950. By 1954, the library had completed its move from the old fire barn to its new home. With the help of a federal grant, the village of Milan constructed and dedicated a new building for the public library in the mid-1960s, opening the door for increased civic engagement and growth within the village. This expansion of civic life in Milan was mirrored a year later in 1967 when Milan voters approved its first city charter, converting the municipality to a city under the Michigan State Constitution. Today, the Milan Public Library provides a range of services for residents, including book clubs for all ages, story hours, art classes, game days, and so much more. Libraries continue to serve a critical purpose for local municipalities and connect its residents to information, new skills, and a sense of community. Mr. Speaker, I ask my colleagues to join me today in celebrating the Milan Public Library for 90 years of unwavering service to the greater community. The surrounding community is only made strong from its rich civic and literary tradition. We thank the Milan Public Library and its incredible staff for their ongoing dedication. Thank you all.
Thank you.
This is for you.
Thank you. Susan, come on up here.
How'd I do?
Well done.
Oh,
Well
you did
done.
great.
Well done.
You did great.
I think the speaker heard you.
Okay, good. Well, I don't know
How
about that.
about maybe we could get some pictures?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.